Okay, this is the second game to Kleemore versus Korsbaek. The last game was round 1. Kleemore won with a very nice keeping him out of tier 3. Okay, so I'm going to speed this up again. We are on El Leon. It's the map that I chose. We went with him choose, me choose, random generated map. So we both grab these wells, and then I go in the middle. I thought this was going to be one of my better maps, so I go in here to grab the wall. His master archers don't let me because I failed and almost built it backwards, so I stopped myself. I eruptioned. Didn't know master archers would survive that. And then I eruption again, break his presence, send in both of my scavengers, and I end up getting them killed because I'm not very smart. Ice Guardians. I do pull the one out, and then when I go to pull the other one out, it's too late. I wanted to get some damage in. I build out wall. Want the gate down because I was gonna go harass, but I was like, he's gonna get owned. He starts going tier 2. And then I have to wait and wait and wait. I finally go tier 2. He sends his Ice Guardians down here where, well, I got him to pull him back up. He eventually, yeah, there it is. He breaks one off and sends it down here where I thought he was going to buy the wall and end up going a quick tier 3. I sent him my scavenger. Kind of suicide. Wasn't the best move. I should have sent it over here instead and then moved in, which I don't actually end up doing until very, very late game. I spawn a Skyfire, break the ground presence, and then I send my Skyfire in here. I noticed his Ice Guardians were moving around down here, but he didn't start attacking with them, so I wasn't worried. I didn't do anything. I ravaged, he frostbite. It was 3-on-1. I sent in a fire dancer and hoped for the best, and I didn't get the best. Over here he starts to attack. I spawn 2 enforcers. They make quick work of the Ice Guardians and of the ice barrier. Over here now he has 2 defenders that aren't trenched in or stand ground. Okay, they're standing ground now, and I spawn a pack of Sunstriders and put them on that wall so they can take those guys out. My fire dancer, and I spawn a fire dancer and I send 2 enforcers in. Here I destroy this, but at a price. I lose quite a bit. I spawn a gladiatrix, and here I thought for sure, I was like, yeah, I have those plenty spread out, whatever. He gets them both. I was depressed. Sending my enforcer over here. It was kind of suicide, but the War Eagle would have ended up catching him anyways. So at this point, he has lost 100 power permanently. He sends in his War Eagle. I spawn a Skyfire to counter it. Over here, it's just the same nonsense. He frostbited the Sunstriders. He spawns, he puts down an ice barrier. I have 2 subpacks, 2 Sunstriders up. He has a pair of defenders, a set of defenders here. I send in my Skyfire with a Ravage, thinking that by some chance, maybe that the defenders wouldn't be able to attack him, but they can apparently. Glacier Shell saves the power well. I send down my Sunstriders, and then Fire Dancer. Bombardment begins. His defenders move down and somehow can attack through here. I don't understand. I threw down a Girl Power and a Ravage, thinking, yes, he's not going to be able to kill that in time. Apparently he can. Glacier Shell again. I put both of my Sunstriders on the wall, taking out that War Eagle with a Skyfire. He started sending his defenders over, realized it was suicide, and sent them back. Or, I think. Sorry. I'm not him, but they probably would have just ended up getting killed. He played a little bit smarter than I would. If it was me, I would have ended up sending those defenders into their death over here or something. He spawns another War Eagle, and my Fire Dancer. I Growed Powered her and Ravaged her, thinking, once again, he's not going to be able to kill her. What do I know? Screeched. I don't know how much the Screech ability is. I should have asked him. He ends up getting that Skyfire just barely. I shouldn't have sent him in the first place. Over here, I grab these two wells, thinking I'll get a power advantage, and then what can he do about that? He then grabs these two power wells, and we're even again.
Your forces are under attack.
I keep trying to bombard that by cliffhanging, but he just keeps spawning War Eagles. And I wanted to avoid Skyfires because I was running out of charges. I sent in my Scythe Beams to try to kill those defenders so I can send in something else. He frostbites them, which my firewall was failure. On my part, he spawns another War Eagle. He now has two War Eagles up, defenders up here, and I managed to take those down. He uses the Screech ability again over here, and I am forced to spawn another Skyfire. I Ravaged and Girl Powered her just to have him Screech it again. And I was forced to spawn another Skyfire up here, and another one down here. He encased iced them, or whatever it is, Ice Shield. I don't know, I wanted to say it's Ward of the North, but that, you don't get that until tier 3, I believe. So he takes down that power wall, and now we're about even on power, because I destroyed that one power wall earlier in the game. I sent a Scythe Beams in, they were supposed to head over here, and hide, and whatnot, and they decided to go that way. Because they're awesome. I need to lead them, not just send them out on their own. I Ravage this. Down here I spawned the Scythe Fiends, send those guys in for ground presence. And because they're good at killing those guys, frankly. He sends in his two War Eagles, which I tried eruption spamming. He gets he gets a very, very, very close call, and with that encased ice, he grabs that power well, and at this point he has a nice diagonal control of the map. I have quite a bit of power, but everywhere I go, he had me encased in. He had a War Eagle there, two War Eagles there, a War Eagle there, a pack of defenders. It was very hard for me on my end, decision making, to decide what to do. Spawn a pack of Sunstriders down there, and why did I send in another Fire Dancer? I think at that point I was getting ready to accept defeat, but I said no, not yet, because he was going tier 3. He has 250 power that he currently cannot use. Let's capitalize on it. Scythe Beams, Fire Dancer, let's do this, right? Yes. I spawn a nice little stream of Fire Dancers here in a no, I don't, because he used his War Eagle. I waste the money on the Girl Power. Down here he attacks with the War Eagles. That was my final chance. At this point, I didn't get that down. He is tier 3, I'm stuck at tier 2, and he's also got me caved in. I called GG after he destroyed the monument. I know he really should have fought until the end, but what could I have done? He owned the map. I go ahead and kill everything, and that ends this match. Round 1 went to Kleemore, round 2 goes to Korsbaek.